Check the batting order for the St. Louis Cardinals. It'll be Dexter Fowler to lead off, the Georgia native. Colton Wong will hit second, then Paul Goldschmidt. In the middle, Marcell Ozuna, Yadier Molina, who had the walk-off in Game 4.
What a season it's been for him. On June 22nd, he gave up 8 runs against the Washington Nationals. Only had 1 3-ball count in Game 2. Already has a ball through count here.
And he lost him. Fowler draws the walk, a base runner to start it. So the Braves entered Game 2 with Foltynewicz on the mound against the Cardinal ace. And he outdueled him. There's a bunt by Wong. Foltynewicz's throw in time. That'll be a sacrifice. Well defensed, minus a couple of errors by the Cardinals in Game 1. Goldschmidt on the ground. Diving stop. Swanson got nowhere to throw it, though. And that'll be an infield hit for Paul Goldschmidt. With these two teams involved in this division series. Ozuna shoots one to right. That's down. A base hit. And the Cardinals will strike first. And Marcell Ozuna stays hot. RBI single, 1-0 Redbirds. No balls and a strike on Molina. And he shoots one, and it's off of Freddie Freeman. He cannot make the play. And Molina's going to be safe. Everybody's safe. And the sure-handed Freddie Freeman, potentially thinking about an inning-ending double play, instead gets no one, and the Cardinals have him loaded in the first. Braves look to turn a double play, and Carpenter lays off. Ball 4, a bases loaded walk, and it is 2-0 St. Louis. RBI the easy way for Matt Carpenter. The 0-1. Edman pulls one. That's fair. Inside the bag. Foul territory in the corner it goes. Big bounce to Markakis. This is going to bring in 2 runs, and Tommy Edman strikes again. The fantastic rookie Tommy Edman delivers 2 with a double, and the Cardinals are up 4-0 in the first inning. Is going to make a first inning pitching change after an intentional walk to DeYoung. The pitcher Flaherty is coming up, and Mike Foltynewicz will exit this game recording just 2 outs. Max Fried will enter this game with 1 away, and the Cardinals have the bases loaded after the intentional walk. Could have been the second out, could have possibly ended the inning with Molina running. And is that ball 4? It is. Boy, Max Fried walks the pitcher. The Cardinals have batted around 2 walks with the bases loaded, and it's 5-0 St. Louis. And Fowler already back in there. Just 11 wins in winner-take-all games. Fowler, that's inside the bag. Another fair ball. This is going to score 2 more, and the Cardinals just pouring it on in the first inning. Dexter Fowler with a 2 RBI double. It is a 7-run first inning, and still just 1 away. Jack Flaherty hasn't even taken the mound yet. Here's Colton Wong, infield in. Wong lines one into left center field. That's down. That's going to go to the wall. 2 more runs are going to score, and Colton Wong makes it 9-0. The Redbirds on a rampage here in the first inning.
3 doubles in this inning. 3 walks.
Couple of doubles producing 2 runs as Goldschmidt sends one to right field on the run, and Markakis able to make the play. Second out of the inning. Goldschmidt flies out. Wong goes to third, and a whole lot of damage done between out number 1 and out number 2. And he knows he is going to have a massive lead with which to work. Ozuna strikes out. McCann's got to chase it down. He falls down. He can't make the throw, and Ozuna's going to be safe. Another run's going to score as the Braves cannot secure the strikeout. It is 10-0 St. Louis in the first inning.
Carnival of errors here now for the Braves.
2-2 pitch on the ground. Donaldson from the knee will make the throw, and that mercifully retires the side. What an inning. A 10 spot for the St. Louis Cardinals. Scored them every which way. In a half inning that took 26 minutes, the Redbirds are rolling. Ronald Acuna Jr., Ozzie Albies, Freddie Freeman at the top. It goes Donaldson, Markakis, and Duvall in the middle with McCann, Swanson. As you see the numbers on Jack Flaherty, 23-year-old rising star. Could be in Los Angeles if the Dodgers win later tonight. Flaherty walks Ronald Acuna, and the Braves have their first man on. 2 on Ozzie Albies. And he lifts it in the air to left. That's the tough Sun field this time of day. Ozuna makes the catch for out number 1. And they were down 4 until that inning started. Acuna and Freeman went deep. That ball is ripped into center field, and that's going to get down, a base hit. So Freddie Freeman sees one fall. It's a 1-out single for Freeman. 2 on against Flaherty in this first inning. Did drive in runs in each of the first 2 games in the first inning. That's a called strike 3. Donaldson is rung up emphatically by Tom Hallion. And there is out number 2. Never been done in the history of Major League Baseball in the postseason in the first inning. Nice play by Flaherty. And Markakis will roll out. Flaherty puts up a 0 in the first. We go to the second inning. Cardinals are coming back up after a 10-run first. His injuries, he missed all of July, then he came back. And they have been a formidable offense in the second half. That is a fly to deep right. That's got carry, and it's over the head of Markakis. And now Edman on his way to third base. He's going to make it. That's going to be a triple for Tommy Edman. Boy, there must be some wind blowing out that direction. That looked like a routine fly ball. With 1 out, here is DeYoung with the infield in. And lines one right field, slicing. That is going to bounce off the wall. In to score is Edman, and DeYoung into second base with an RBI double. It is 11-0 St. Louis. Cardinal fans enjoying every second of this start. Matter of fact, the story goes as Jack strikes out, he was ready to quit baseball as an amateur, as a youth player. Popped him up. Long run. Markakis, the right fielder. Freeman is out. Foul territory. Markakis makes a play for the out. And the side is retired. However, another run is in. 10-run first. Praise for Flaherty and his work ethic. And he's second in that thought as Flaherty strikes out Adam Duvall.
You know, if you were trying to have him come back in the first 2 games, you'd have to take him out right about now.
Yeah, it'd have to be this inning, right? Swanson gets jammed. Little roller over to third base. Edman will make the play, and Flaherty a 1-2-3 second inning. Oh, decisions to make. Even in a big lead, Atlanta's going for their 3rd pitcher of this game. It's going to be Luke Jackson, Max Fried, but then the runs just came fast and furious. And now Wong draws a walk. Has a grand slam in the postseason in his Arizona days. As Jackson gets him to chase. And Goldschmidt is retired for the first out of the 3rd inning. And that hit him. He's got that padding on the elbow. And that hit that padding. And Ozuna will reach. And Yadier Molina time and time again delivering for the Cardinals. It's that one sharply to short. Swanson and Albies dropped the ball. That's safe call at second base. Thought maybe they would give an out there on the exchange, but I'm not sure Albies ever had it cleanly. And for the second time in this game, Molina.
Usually there's only 2 umpires there, so obviously Hallion is giving us 2 cents to the umpires.
Call coming from Chelsea, New York. Replays Review Center, and safe is available as well. You saw Flaherty still in
trying to stay in the zone.
Game face mode, right? Bader lines one to center, a base hit, and Wong will score. Ozuna will be held up. Cardinals go station to station. They score another run. It is 12-0. Harrison Bader not in the starting lineup. He's already batted twice, and he's hit the ball right on the barrel twice. And he got him. Jackson strikes him out. Second out of the inning.
For his last game.
It certainly could be. There's a line shot. Paul DeYoung with a base hit. Another run's going to score. Ozuna is in, and DeYoung with 2 RBIs on his second hit wasting no time. It is 13-0. And it is all Cardinals today in this decisive Game 5. It has been shocking. A 10-run first. Trying to remake his career out of the bullpen. There's a shot by Flaherty. Swanson will gather and make the play to end the inning. But the Cardinals add 2 more. They've scored in each of the first 3 innings, and it is a Cardinal rout as we go to the bottom of the 3rd. The opposition's not hitting the barrel very often. But Flaherty, what he has mastered so quickly here in his career as he strikes out Tomlin, a golden age of technology when pitchers can get instant feedback. As Acuna strikes out Flaherty, he is locked in right now. Series game, A's Cubs, 1929, as Wong slaps one in the gap left center. Duvall makes a play. Wong will stop at first. Yeah, Colton Wong has come to play today. He's on base for the 3rd time. Here's Goldschmidt with 1 away. On the ground, first ball, swinging base hit. What Paul Goldschmidt delivering in the postseason again, already a 2nd hit. Lauren's got more to the Cardinals, and almost immediately the Cardinals and John Mozeliak work out a deal to lock him up for 5 years. Albee steps on the bag, goes to first for a double play, and that will retire the side. First inning today that the Cardinals have not scored. Jack Flaherty has 4 strikeouts, 1 walk. He's only given up 1 hit. And down goes Freeman. Flaherty wipes him out. Strikeout number 5 for him, perhaps. I try to lock him up in free agency. Donaldson to center field, hit pretty well. On the run is Bader. He's running out of room, and Donaldson has a postseason homer this year. Josh Donaldson, the bringer of rain, puts the Braves on the board for the first time.
I guess he was emphatically answering your question. Should they re-sign him? I know Brian Snitker, the manager, just loves what he's brought to this ball club.
Tactics to try to stay relaxed. A swing at him is Flaherty strikes out Duvall to end the inning. But Josh Donaldson gives them something to cheer about here in Atlanta. A home run puts the Braves on the board.
In a game like this,
the starting pitcher
cares.
That's a called strike 3. Tom Hallion's still on his A game back there. Now it's full throttle.
That would be my call.
Is that right?
Yeah, go sit down.
Go sit down. Wow. That's a pitcher's umpire call if I ever heard one.
That's right.
Edman finally retired in this game. Josh Tomlin 3 up, 3 down. Jack Flaherty looks like he's coming back out. Bullpen is quiet. Atlanta's lone series win came in '96. McCann hits a hot one through for a base hit. Brian McCann with a single. Flaherty was the young buck of that group with Giolito and Fried. Did he go? He did. It's a swing. And Ortega an about face. And Flaherty hits Acuna. Now, there has been.
It's been a little chippy
today. There's been an air of that ever since Ozuna got drilled in the elbow. Carlos Martinez and Acuna were yapping at each other in game 1. Now Acuna's barking again. Molina in between them. Stare down. It's the last thing you want to see in a spot like this, in a game like this. Flaherty just standing behind the mound. So get a little agitated. Albies turns one around, base hit. Fowler on a hop. They're going to hold the runner McCann at third. Ozzie Albies with a single. And the Braves putting up a fight here in the 5th inning with 2 on. But you take the moments when they come, and right now the Braves have an opportunity. 3-1, Freeman on the ground. Long run for Wong, and he goes to second for the out to end the inning. Braves strand the bases loaded. Jack Flaherty is through 5, perhaps his final inning. Starter turned reliever will be next out of the Atlanta bullpen. He's a game 5 starter, and he's going to continue with a 13-1 lead. There's a strike called, and Newcomb picks up a K to start his Big curve, a swing and a miss. Down he goes on 3 pitches.
The rhythm, all the work that goes into getting ready for your next start.
Markakis, Wong deep in the grass, makes a play for the out. 2 gone for Flaherty.
The only issue that
3
you
scoreless innings in that. They had a long rain delay. And then he comes up, and it all culminates in him pitching twice in the division series. Mama's enjoying every bit of this. Mama Flaherty seeing her son dominate Atlanta, 13-1 Cardinals. They would have Mike Soroka, who was their ace this year, pitch game 3. And probably only 1 appearance for Soroka. Goldschmidt on the ground. Nice pick by Freeman for the out. Now Freddie Freeman's been doing that for a long, long time. Gold Glover last year. NLDS and ALDS this season. Yankees first to advance. Newcomb wipes out Ozuna. 3 up, 3 down. Dodgers, Nats coming your way after we're done here. You got Astros, Rays tomorrow. Cardinals have a very good bullpen. Best bullpen ERA in the National League this year. Say Snitker's success might have had something to do. At least the hiring of Snitker last year going into the organization. Schilt took over. Joyce rolls over 1. Goldschmidt fires to Gallegos covering the bag, and that will retire the side. Clean inning for Gallegos. 13-1. The Cardinals have a lead. We're going to the 8th inning in Atlanta. Oldest player to have a postseason walk-off hit to stave off elimination, and it's a mark that still stands today. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Down he goes. Strikeout for O'Day in the 10th inning. A strikeout for O'Day. Cardinals going down in order. They've got enough. 13-1. Just a third of an inning. He faced 8 batters. And a game that's turning into a victory lap here in the late innings for St. Louis. And tune-up work for relievers as Acuna strikes out. In the air right field. Hit pretty well. Fowler at the wall, and he'll play it off the wall. That'll be extra bases for Freddie Freeman. Yeah, if you're going to go out with a bang. It's a double off the wall. Freddie Freeman with the fractured kneecap down the last 2.5 weeks. I don't know where that plants in voters' minds, but it's going to be close.
It might be, but Rendon's got to be in there also.
I agree. Okay. Rendon, Freeman, Acuna might get some votes as well. Donaldson flies out. We're marching our way to the finish line. Victory lap for the Cardinals. We go to the 9th. It's 13-1. Julio Teheran will get the 9th inning in this 13-1 St. Louis lead.
Yes.
He's certainly an ace. There's a called strike 3. DeYoung is rung up. Casey Stern is standing by to get you ready. So, you know, he'll be in that rotation. There's a strikeout for Teheran. Die for starting pitching like that. Young starters. Dexter Fowler on the first pitch. Acuna will make the play, and this one mercifully headed for the bottom of the 9th. Cardinals up 13-1. Last licks for the Atlanta Braves on their way out of another postseason series. Genesis Cabrera will get an inning here in this DS. And a roller to DeYoung. Out number 1. Duvall, right center. Arozarena calling. He's got it for the out. 2 gone. Braves down to their last out. And Brian McCann's not going to get an at-bat here. They're going to pinch hit for him. Game 5 in the NLDS. Genesis Cabrera, last man on the staff. But a weapon is Flowers into left field. Ozuna can't get there. Tyler Flowers with a base hit. Be a good guy to talk to after this game. There it is. The St. Louis Cardinals advance to the NLCS. The Cardinals beat the Braves in Game 5, 13-1. On the strength of a 10-run first inning, their 14th NLCS and the first since 2014. Into the line for the Atlanta Braves. After a 97-win season, they lose in 5. They drop the final 2 games as the Cardinals are moving on to play either the Dodgers or the Nationals in the NLCS.
And the Braves were 4 outs away in St. Louis in Game 4.